Middle was the best.
Okay, well, here's the winner returning now, Cabenja. Like the run of Billetts, got home nicely. Fabiano's son just getting into third placing, and as Jen said, the time, 1:25.2. We'll take a break from fabulous Flemington. You're watching the Melbourne Cup Carnival of 1999 live and exclusive around Australia on Network 10. There's the replay of that horse striding to the line. Like the way he lengthened in the last 200, I was interested to hear Paul say that he thought Fabiano's son might have him about the 250, and that's what I said to you, Jen, but he just kept on going at the one back.
Yes, and I think he's still probably got a bit more improvement in him too, Peter. He's going places.
All right, there's the rider of Fabiano's son, Brett Treble, last up on the scales. They all weighed in there. Weight's right. Correct weight is there as the wind starts to gust up here at Flemington, but he looks nice and composed, that horse. Well, he might be, and I think we'll be seeing some more of him, only having his 5th race start today. With correct weight, time for the dividends. Dan Mielicki.
Cabenja 260 and 170. Billetts 270, no third dividend. For number 2, Fabiano's son, Quinella paid 10.90, exacta 23.60. Wasn't a lot of difference between the exacta and the trifecta, which paid $27, and the race-to-race double $25 even.
Gone for St Clement's Belle because it does have fresh form, and I just thought she'd give a good account of herself here on what is a pretty open race. Race 5, the Hilton on the Park Sprint, and they'll come down the straight 1,100 metre track. And what was Damien saying? What was the best part? The middle?
Well, yes, he was saying down the straight it would be the crown of the racecourse, so that is right down the middle.
Northern Drake still a huge odds, 17.90, but he has had a setback in this preparation. Rebel 19, Umrum 24, won the Toorak handicap. LA Suez $6.80, the Epsom winner. Blackbean a winner here, $5.10. Bonanova $5.80. La Zagaleta 10, Nina Haraka 12, Noircia 18, Betty Beer 16. Over the page to the other chances. Des's Dream at $17. Babetto, the outsider, at 56, but good little each way chances to Caniana, Go Flash Go Pursuits, and Strident. What are you smiling at?
Just what you did before, but no one saw it. That's okay.
And we're going to keep it that way too.
Just a reminder to all our viewers that we will be announcing this afternoon the winner of the Magi Race of the Century competition. We shall be running the entire race. We've been giving you snippets each day of the carnival, but this afternoon stick around because you could be winning a trip for 2 to the Kentucky Derby in the United States. Well, the big race, we've had 4 down, 5 to go, and the Emirates Stakes is coming up shortly on your screens, 2:45 Eastern Standard Time. Let's go to a break. We'll be back with so much more. Stick around here on Network 10. Every Australian has special memories of where they were, a particular time and place, and the day that hopefully they backed a winner. Well, when it comes to trainers, some people stand head and shoulders above the rest. We've had some true icons in Australian racing history through the people like Colin Hayes, Tommy Smith and Bart Cummings. But Australian racing suffered an enormous loss earlier this year with the passing away of champion trainer and breeder Colin Hayes.
Park Sprint, and let's lead them off with number 2, Hockney. Darren Gauci, the rider for John Hawkes.
Quite nicely drawn in barrier 12 here, Peter, but really doesn't appreciate any sting out of the ground, this horse. It was scratched from a race in Sydney during the week, so it has come down here for this. So just with that given the ground, I'd say best to place chance here. Mighty
Way is your pick, number 3, Jen. Damien Oliver, the rider for Matthew Ellerton, has been slightly easy, but getting out to a more realistic quote now.
Yes, looks particularly well, Mighty Way. He goes extremely well fresh, and that's what he is here today, and I think he's going to be very hard to beat.
St Clement's Belle, number 4, also has some fresh form, and she looks pretty well. Stephen Arnold, the rider for Russell Cameron at Flemington.
Very talented mare, St Clement's Belle, capable of a very bold showing first up, and she's once again first up here. She likes it a bit further, but she'll be steaming home at the end of this.
Just about the pick in the yard, I thought, Jen, was number 5, Delirious. He looked magnificent, trained by David Hall, ridden by Greg Hall.
Delirious pulled quite hard early in the race at Caulfield, but might be suited by the hot pace in this race, and Delirious will get back, but should be running on strong. I thought would be very hard to beat.
6, the Shiner, Eddie Wilkinson, the rider for Michael Moroney.
This horse has a terrific record at Moonee Valley, but it's Flemington here today. I've left him there with some chance in the race. He is racing well.
7 Star of Gold to be ridden by Larry Cassidy for Trevor McKee in the Sunline colours.
Yes, the New Zealand sprinter sat around about midfield, was under a bit of pressure towards the end of that race and would need to improve.
Danny Nikolic rides number 10 Valley Warrior, replacing Grant Cooksley.
Yes, jumped fast and from barrier 3 and just crossed the field on Tuesday. Weakened, but does like the sting out of the ground. So I've left him there with a place chance of miss.
Can Stephen Baster and Jim Mason combine again? They've already won 2 and they've got number 12 Happy Forest here.
Happy Forest has got the speed, so you'll see him up there for a while. Whether or not he can measure up, I just don't know. Maybe a place chance.
And Sally Winsmount, number 13 National Asset, you wouldn't think would have too much hope against these, really.
The owners might want the owners' tickets, I'd say, for today. He is a hurdler. No, yeah. I couldn't be on him.
$50. What's your trifecta?
I'm going 3, 5 and 10.
I like St Clemen's Belle, but I thought Delirious looked terrific in the mounting yard. They're heading up to the gates now, and there is Graham Salisbury and his merry men taking up the horses with John Patterson and all the clerks of the course who do a wonderful job. Mighty Way at $3.60, still the favourite. Delirious $4.10. St Clemen's Belle $5.40 and the Shiner $7 are the main chances there. And that is the look at the chances for race 5. Over the page, Happy Forest number 12 is a definite hope at $8.50, and that was John Patterson taking those horses up to the stalls. We'll take a break and we'll head back to Flemington for the running of the Hilton on the Park Sprint. Race 5 on Emirates Stakes Day after this.
St Clemen's Belle in, gates crash back away. St Clemen's Belle jumped pretty well towards the outside with Hockney. Valley Warrior bounded out well from the Shiner. Mighty Way, National Asset and Happy Forest is now going through behind them, getting to about 3rd or 4th. It's Hockney and Valley Warrior who are being able to share the lead. Just behind them was Happy Forest, and then St Clemen's Belle hard up against the outside rail, trailing Hockney. The Shiner in the cerise colours is about 2 lengths off the speed from Our Star of Gold, then National Asset, and the 2 favourites are second last and last, Mighty Way and Delirious. Running onto the course proper, 600 metres to go, and Hockney in front of Valley Warrior. Right behind them, St Clemen's Belle, and then Happy Forest, Delirious. Mighty Way trying to come into the race. He's starting to improve now from the Shiner, Our Star of Gold. It's Hockney, Valley Warrior together at the 400. Swinging off the heels, St Clemen's Belle, and then came Happy Forest, Delirious and Mighty Way. Down to the 300 metres, there's about 6 of them stretched across the track. St Clemen's Belle going up to hit the lead from Valley Warrior. Delirious and Mighty Way still running on. It's St Clemen's Belle in front. Mighty Way, Delirious at coming hard. St Clemen's Belle has got a length up her sleeve though, and she'll win it. St Clemen's Belle first, second Delirious, third Mighty Way. Then came Valley Warrior. Further back to Happy Forest. Hockney dropped out, then Our Star of Gold, the Shiner, and last in National Asset.
Yes, very good win to St Clemen's Belle, ridden by Stephen Arnold, drew 13. She was a good filly as a 3-year-old, and she's had a decent let-up. Come back now, and she's gone to the line very well to beat Delirious and number 3 Mighty Way. He just didn't seem to be able to accelerate at all, Dan.
It and Delirious were back second last and last over the course proper. They did run on okay, but St Clemen's Belle looked to be holding them, I reckon, Gary, over the last 100.
Definitely. When Stephen let St Clemen's Belle down at the 200, she put a decent break on them. Here she is here with the circle around here. She's following old Hockney up there.
And she did have cover, which is most important.
Very important. It's very hard with that wind, as we spoke earlier in the day. But she's had a lovely cover here. She just comes from the back. She's still travelling well there. See, he's just got hold of her here, just angling for that run. Now she's into the clear, and Stephen asked her for that effort. And right on the 4 or 5 in the green is Mighty Way, and the other horse is Delirious.
Delirious may have even sort of laid in on top of Mighty Way. I think they got pretty close together. Maybe the head-on's going to show that. They look to be engaging in a bit of a bumping duel from about the 400 to the 100. They look to be racing very tight, yes, well, Delirious and Mighty Way.
You can see Damien had to put his whip away there a few times because they might have got a bit close. Now they've sort of separated again.
Here's the head-on. This is from about the probably about the 300.
Yes, and you'll see them as they roll it.
And as we have a look at it, you can see the winner circled there. We'll go down to PD with the winning trainer, Russell Cameron.
Yes, Russell's down here, and that was a very good performance first up.
Yeah, very impressive, Pete. She worked down the straight here last week, and she went in line good, and she's done really well.
Always important in those races to get a bit of a suck along behind them. She had nice cover and just got out at the right time.
Through the right alley, got behind them and got carved in the race. But saying that, she's pretty strong at the finish, and she's a good mare. I think up to a mile or so. So we'll probably we'll probably look at the Railway Stakes in Perth, I think. And
by the look of her in the mounting yard, Russ, whatever she did today, she will improve on a bit.
It was the first good spell she's ever had, and she benefited from it. She looked strong and well, and I was very pleased with her.
Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Russell Cameron, let's head out to the winning jockey now, Stephen Arnold with Johnny Letts.
Yeah, Steve Arnold, pretty happy with the run of St Clemens Belle, Steve.
Yeah, I was right with her, John. She always runs well first up. She's pretty clean-winded, and she finished off good today.
Now, Steve, you're living in Melbourne now. This is something that you want, isn't it, when you start off riding in a new state, to crack up for a good winner on a listed race, $75,000 race.
Yeah, that's right. It's always nice to ride a winner at a good time of year, and Russell supported me well, so it's good to win one for him.
You've been a good team over a long time, you and Russell. But, Steve, she sat just off the speed. You had wind cover all the way.
Yeah, got a little bit of cover early and peeled out, and she finished off good.
Yeah, that's good. Good luck, Steve, anyway.
Thanks, Sean.
Stephen Arnold, the winning jockey, speaking out there with John Letts after St Clemens Belle's victory. And as Dan and Gary pointed out, she did get some lovely drag behind the leaders and was just able to come across their heels at about the 400 and win pretty convincingly from Delirious and Mighty Way. The favourite runners filling the trifecta placings in race 5. Back with the correct weight signal and the dividends very shortly, right here on 10. We're getting ready for race 5A here at Flemington. The Shetland ponies are getting ready, so we'll keep an eye out for them. You love these races, don't you?
I do. They're so cute, and they've got to get over 3 hurdles, I think it is.
On race 5.
570 and 190 St Clemens Belle, 170 Delirious and 160 for Mighty Way. Trifecta paid $51.60. Quinella $10.90. Exacta $32.20, and the race-to-race double paid $12.70. So the 3 popular picks in the market have been able to run the trifecta in race 5. With correct weight, it's 4.53. There, Tim, on the previous event. Another straight track race, and the punters were pretty much on the ball.
Always clearly the 3 runners in the betting there, Dan. But it was a drifting the winner on the betting. They won St Clemens Belle. And I can say $50 for the trifecta for those 3 is again a staggering price. Opening up now in the Emirates Stakes, I can tell you now that the favourite is Bonanova. It's 5-1 on the tote, a couple of points shorter in the ring. And the one down the bottom, Go Flash Go, $17 on the tote. You can knock off about 10 points in the ring. It is second favourite. So that is a big difference between the tote and the bookmakers.
What Jen's laughing at there is the chairman of stewards, Mr. Des Gleeson, is coming out and pinching our lollies.
He is too. He's a bit hungry there.
Never word to him.